We summon the gods to make a decision that no mere mortal man has the authority to make. Which game system will it be? Nintendo 64. We place our N64 games on the altar, and we see which one the Wheel of Wisdom will choose. Number 2. Cruisin World. Okay, so here we have Cruisin World for the Nintendo 64. Now, I only had a couple games for the Nintendo 64, so these games are relatively new to me. First comment I want to make about this game is that I had no idea the Nintendo 64 had the ability to replicate human voices so well. So let's check out the intro here. It's quite a set of pipes on that broad, huh? Alright, let's get started here. No. Okay, one of the things I want to mention is, in the options, if you go to screen settings, okay, they have the option of having the winning girl and the opening race girl, which are all like scantily clad in bikinis. That option is off, and this is pure Nintendo right here, trying to protect the kids and whatnot. I suggest you turn this option on. Okay, we're gonna cruise the world. Now, since, I've only been at this game for about 2 days now, we're gonna pick automatic because it's just easier for me to talk, and I can't shift gears and talk at the same time. I'm not that smart.
Choose your car.
Okay, so you got 12 cars to choose from, and the cars are like, the Serpent, which would be like the Viper. The Kamikaze, I guess, would be some Japanese make. Truck here. So you get the idea. This is the car I like to use. It has good handling, decent speed. This is like a Mustang with a big blower hanging out of it. An old 57 Chevy. If you guys remember when this game first came out in the arcade, it was a pretty interesting driving game. Nothing like this had ever come out before with these wacky cars and whatnot. And especially with the ability to use nitrous oxide so much. Alright, we'll put this down in here. And then you have 13 different locations around the world that you can race on. We're going to start in Germany because Germany is an interesting course. And it's easy.
Ready? Set.
See that girl on the left? She would normally be there if we had that option off. All right, so Cruisin World is your arcade style driving game. It has good driving characteristics, good physics. You get boost, and you can use your boost on jumps like that to do all sorts of crazy moves. Now, depending on what car you have, some cars accelerate better. Some cars have the ability to take a hit better. Some cars have better handling. I think the car that I've been driving has a good combination of all three, because this seems to be the car I have the most success with. Now, if you tap the accelerator button twice, you get like a nitro blast. And I don't see like a number at the bottom of the screen how many you have or whatnot. It almost seems like it's unlimited. You could just keep on tapping the button. But the more you tap it, the shorter they get. So, I don't know. There must be some type of meter or something I don't see that determines how much nitro you get. The nitro, you know what? I'm going to use the nitro on my next big acceleration. It doesn't seem to do that much. It puts on a big show. Flames shoot out of the back, and you get these big skid marks. But to be honest with you, it doesn't seem to speed up your car that much. Does anybody else feel the same way I do about that? Please let me know. And if you don't come in third or better, you basically you lost the race. All right, we're not going to put in on the initials here. Let's see here. Another interesting course was Kenya.
Ready, set, go!
Now, I use the hell out of these nitrous oxide shots here, and they're necessary for jumps. If you want to do big jumps like that, you got to use them. And you basically, off the jumps, you can do backflips, like a helicopter spin, and like a barrel roll, depending on how you press the joystick. And also, when you go around sharp turns, you go up on two wheels, which kind of screws you up more than it helps you, because the car becomes very hard to control after that. And there are secret paths that you can take, and sometimes gain an advantage over your competitors, and sometimes not really. So there's an option for what they call Cruise the World, which is like a tournament through all the countries. I was playing that yesterday, and I got up to Russia. I think I got up to like the 8th board out of 12, and it's pretty challenging. Sometimes it seems no matter how hard you run your race or how well you run your race, you just can't get first place unless the first place guy crashes or something. And you know, sometimes you get into 9th place or whatnot. Hold on, let's get to another board here. We'll choose something different here. Hey, 57 Chevy, why not? Alright, Russia.
Ready, set, go!
And you know, this game is very forgiving when you crash. Sometimes you can crash into other cars, and it'll like spin you around, and you're almost going faster than you were before. And other times you hit things on the side or whatnot, and it'll put you right back on course. Very rarely will you hit something and it stops you dead or whatnot, which is good because that can be frustrating sometimes. Sometimes you'll race all the way up into second or first place, and then crash and end up in 10th place, and you think all is lost. But believe it or not, sometimes the people that are placed ahead of you get into a car accident or something like that, and you're able to regain your placing. So in that respect, it's not all that frustrating. As you can see, I hit that truck, and it didn't really put me out of the game, you know. You could also hit the nitrous button and almost like jump over oncoming traffic, which is pretty cool. Here we go, look at that. That's Chernobyl on fire right there. I thought that was pretty funny in Russia. Here we go, watch this. Oh. I'll try to hit a nitrous and ram into an oncoming car. That's another thing. You get points when you do these stunts, like seconds. I guess the seconds apply to the race somehow. Maybe you get seconds off your time at the end of the race. But a backflip is, I think it's worth 1 second. Helicopter spin is worth 2 seconds, and a barrel roll is worth 4 seconds. I think I was only able to pull off a helicopter and a barrel roll once. It's a difficult maneuver. From what I can see, it seems like a pretty true translation of the arcade. Let's try out one more course. A different car.
Choose your car. Cruisin the world. Yeah, yeah. Ready, set, go.
It's funny to think, you know, the Nintendo 64 is a relatively new system for me as far as video. See, we jumped over that guy with the nitrous. As far as video gaming is concerned, N64 is real new for me. I mean, and to hear the music and whatnot, it kind of sounds dated, which is pretty wild. It just goes to show you that these systems, man, they're putting on some age. So I did a little research on this game, and there's a lot more than meets the eye. You can basically unlock about a dozen. You get a dozen cars to begin with, and you can basically unlock about a dozen more. All sorts of wacky cars, depending on the amount of points that you're able to rack up throughout the game. Some are school buses. There's one car that's very fast. It's called the Speed Demon. You can also get different paint jobs for your cars and whatnot. So, I mean, there's a lot to look forward to if you really sink your teeth into this game and you know, you play through all the races and whatnot. So that's it. That's Cruisin' World. Let's put our name in here.